We've seen 4 Doppler situations so far, and in each one, only one of these two objects, the sound source or the listener, was moving. We're going to see 2 more situations now. The sound source and the listener, they're both going to move. Okay? Let's go back to situation 1 we saw in the last video. Let's see, we have a moving sound source, the car is moving. Stationary listener, he's not moving. The sound source is moving toward the listener. It's going this direction, so it causes crunching here, doesn't it, of the waves. And so that guy here hears a high frequency and a high pitch. Situation 3 was similar. Well, yes and no. Let's do it. A stationary sound source, not moving this time, but the listener is moving, and she's moving toward the sound source. She's doing this. So that movement there causes some crunching here, doesn't it? So she's, again, going to hear high frequency and high pitch. Now if we combine 1 and 3, and so they're both moving and toward each other. Let's see. What we got here? A moving sound source, yes, that's the car. Now a moving listener, they're both moving. Sound source and listener move toward each other. Now that causes crunching, doesn't it? And that causes crunching. So we have a double crunching here, don't we? In fact, this listener hears a very high frequency and a very high pitch because both of these cause crunching. And these are really high frequency, very high pitch. Your video code here is both move. Now we have a similar situation where we bring, again, together 2 situations where the sound source and listener both move, but away from each other. Let's look at that one here. So let's see. Here's here. Moving sound source, yes. Moving listener, yes. Sound source and listener move away from each other. Car's going that way, causing spreading out here, right? And she's moving that way, causing even more spreading out. So you get a double stretching here, which means you get very low frequency and very low pitch. All right? So what we have here then, to summarize, we have 2 situations put together. Let me move things. Well, I guess you could read that. Both these guys moving together, double crunching, very high frequency, very high pitch. They're going away from each other now, both moving, double stretching, very low frequency, very low pitch. Bye.